My name is Natalie Unga, and I'm the Chief Operating Officer at WeCyber, a cybersecurity consultancy company that is passionate about educating and giving actionable steps to secure you and your family. I'm so excited today. There's been so much talk about this Ring camera, all the things that are happening. I'm going to introduce you to Cherie English. She's my business partner and a certified ethical hacker, and she is amazing at hacking. She's going to teach us today the actionable steps to take to secure your Ring video camera.
Thank you so much, Natalie. As a certified ethical hacker, I can tell you that I've hacked a few things. When we were talking about this Ring hack, one of the things we were trying to figure out is what could we possibly do that would help users secure their Ring devices. And as it turns out, Ring implements a technology called two-factor authentication that many users do not utilize. Two-factor authentication adds an additional layer of security that makes it significantly more difficult for the devices to be hacked. So in this video, in 3 steps and under 1 minute, we're going to show you how to secure your Ring devices.
Can you tell us a little bit about two-factor authentication?
Absolutely. In general, many websites and applications require a username and password to log in. In a lot of those instances, our username is our email address, which is widely used in public information, and passwords, which are not terribly complex. To add an additional layer of security, an additional authentication or validation of you are who you say you are is added to an application. So, hence two-factor authentication. The second factor could be a phone number in which you receive a text message. It could be another application in which you receive a code, or it can even be an additional device in which you receive a code. So anything that adds an additional layer in which you have to type into the login screen, not just your password, but also a code or additional factor that says, I am who I say I am. I have my device, I have my code, I can log into my environment. The Ring application implements two-factor authentication. So we're going to go ahead and configure that for you now. Here's what you need to get started. You need to log into your Ring account. You can do that either on your app or on the website. It's easier to complete this configuration if you have 2 devices, one in which you can watch the video and one where you can configure the Ring settings. If you're on the Ring app and you can watch the video on a tablet or PC, that would be preferred. If you're logged into the Ring website and you can watch the video on your phone or tablet, that would be easiest to do the configuration. And finally, you need your phone. The Ring two-factor authentication will request your phone number and then text you a code to your phone that you will need to fill in order to complete the configuration. When all 3 of these are ready, go ahead and proceed with the video. All right, once you've logged into your account, configuring two-factor authentication should take less than 1 minute. If you're utilizing the app, you will look at the left-hand side of the screen. If you're utilizing the website, you will look at the right-hand side of the screen. Once you are logged in, you will need to navigate to your account settings. On the app, it's located under the 3 lines. You can click on that on the left-hand side of your screen. On the website, it's located under your username. Once you navigate there, you simply have to click on Account. Again, on the app, Account, and under the website, Account. Finally, you need to navigate to the two-factor authentication. On the app, it's listed as two-factor authentication with the words off. Click on that. On the website, you're going to need to click on Turn On as well as Turn On two-factor authentication on the button. So on the website, it does require 2 clicks. On the final configuration screen, you simply need to enter your phone number and click Continue. That's it. Securing your Ring app in 3 simple steps in under 1 minute.
Can you go over some of the most common questions that users might have with security and the Ring device?
Some of the common questions we get in regards to two-factor or multi-factor authentication are, how long does it take to get the code on my mobile device? And in general, it takes under 1 minute. In some cases, it can be just a couple of seconds, but it can take up to about a minute to get that information. It comes in as a text message, and you have an infinite amount of time on the Ring app to be able to type in that code. Will two-factor authentication make it less convenient to log into my account? You do have to have that code in order to log in, but you have any kind of time frame to do so. So once you receive the code, if you don't log in for 10 minutes or an hour, the Ring app will simply wait for you to enter that exact same code over any period of time. It is an added layer of security, which requires an additional device. So yes, if you have multiple people that log into the app, then that does add an extra layer of complexity. In some cases, one person might receive the code, in which case they can securely forward that to the additional user. Why should I use two-factor authentication? Because it's much more difficult to hack. It's way more difficult to hack than passwords. Most users' passwords are not difficult at all. So while two-factor authentication can be hacked, it is significantly more difficult. And most hackers are going to choose the path of least resistance. So if I hack your password and then I need to authenticate, I'm probably going to move on to someone else. Aren't long passwords good enough? Well, okay. So most passwords are not long enough, to be honest. You need to kind of transition to a concept of passphrases. And here's an example of a passphrase that uses more than 16 characters. If you utilize more than 16 characters in your passphrase, that makes it a deterrent for hackers. Here I have a special character in the @ symbol and a special character in the asterisk symbol. I also have upper lowercase letters, 4 uppercase letters, and 4 numbers. This is a significantly better option than a simple password. There is an area to check password strength. Zubair Alexander is one of the leading experts in security, and he has a great blog on how to check your password strength. It's a huge eye opener, I guarantee you. Passwords are relatively easy to hack because most users has very easy passwords. Two-factor authentication just deters the hacker. It's a second layer that they have to hack. And in general, hackers aren't going to do that unless they target you as an individual specifically. So, all in all, the hackers are going to go away. They're going to go on to somebody that's a lot easier to hack. I'm going to wrap up with some additional security measures you should consider. Your internet connection clearly has some sort of password that gets you online. That is definitely going to be one of your weak points. I would highly encourage you to use passphrases that are more than 16 characters long. I know that seems extreme, but if you just start using sentences or phrases instead of words, it will become a lot easier and significantly more secure. The Ring login itself, while on the website it says it doesn't support special characters, we have tested this on both the web login and the app login, and it does indeed support these special characters. So I highly encourage you to change your Ring login to have a passphrase. And the other thing is two-factor authentication or multi-factor authentication can be mentioned as 2FA or MFA. So as you start to become more aware of security, you will hear those terms more often.
There you have it, straight from the certified ethical hacker's mouth. When we don't know what or why things are happening, we can be scared and we can be afraid. But with actionable steps you can take, you can secure your family and your devices. You can get safe, be safe, and stay safe. For more actionable steps on ways to secure your devices, please comment below, sign me up, and make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel.